Welcome back to another episode of Campbell Now. I'm Madison Gentry.
And I'm Wally Ashaya. On April 2nd, Career Services will host its annual career fair for Campbell students from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. in the Convocation Center. Representatives from different companies around the state will be available for students to speak with. This is a great opportunity to make contact with potential employers and get a feel for what companies are looking for in potential employees. In addition to career opportunities, internship opportunities will also be presented, which is great for students who need to fulfill internship requirements for his or her major. Come out and get a jump start on your future.
It's Wellness Week in the Creek. All week, Student Life, Public Health, CU Health Center, and several other organizations have worked together to educate us on the various aspects of wellness. They've done this by hosting events and providing new resources that will positively impact the overall health of our Campbell community. If you have not been a part of this yet, it's not too late. Tomorrow, they will be outside of Marshbanks from 12:30 to 3:30 making healthy snacks. If you stop by, you'll get a tasty treat and a recipe for a perfect pre- or post-workout snack that's also great in between classes.
If you're seeking tips on weight loss and advice to put an end to unhealthy habits, you're in luck. A weight loss support meeting will be held in the Health Center on Thursday, March 28th at 6:30 p.m. Be sure to reserve a spot at the meeting by emailing RSVP to culoseweight@gmail.com. For more details, visit Campbell's website.
Have you ever seen the orange poles around campus and wondered what their purpose was? One of our reporters is here to answer your questions.
When you venture out on our college campus, you're bound to see academic buildings, libraries, residence halls, and facilities. But have you ever noticed the blue light emergency phones?
These devices are placed around campus for students to use when they need assistance. Some may say they're not sure how to use them though.
To use the phone, press the emergency button. This will activate your call with Campus Safety's emergency dispatch. You'll see the light above the buttons start to glow red, and that's when it's been activated. The blue light at the pole will also glow.
My parents enjoyed the safety whenever we did our visit because those blue lights were everywhere. So my dad was like, if you're ever in danger, there's something right there. And there's campus safety everywhere as well, and there's always somebody there.
Calming the nerves of parents, Campus Safety is always putting students first.
When I'm nervous, sometimes when I used to work like late shifts, I would have calls Campus Safety and ask them, can they take me to my dorm? Because walking around at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night is kind of nerve-wracking.
And when you see the orange light blinking on their safety carts,
move to the side and let the cars through because we can't go so fast.
These poles are stationed all over campus, including Luby Wood, the Health Center, Murray Hall, Strickland Hall, Taylor Hall, Faculty Apartments, Bob Barker Apartments, Hedgepeth Hall, the Aquatic Center, South Side of Lundy, and Bryant Hall.
The Student Government Association is always on the lookout for new ideas. SGA just recently passed a resolution to add one of the emergency phones right here in Saylor Park. Don't forget, Campus Safety is always one click away, whether it be an emergency situation, life-threatening situation, or you don't feel safe walking back to your dorm. I'm Taylor Decker, reporting for Campbell Now.
You can contact Campus Safety at 910-893-1375.
This Friday is Smoothie Day here at Campbell. Although National Smoothie Day is not till June 21st, we can get a taste of summer a little early this year. Marshbanks will be serving up several delicious smoothie flavors from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. So make sure you take the time to celebrate the beginning of the weekend with this perfect summertime treat.
We'll be right back with this week's sports and national news after this.
The Campbells advanced to the next round of the Women's Basketball Invitational after they defeated Tennessee Tech 70-62. Haley Barber posted a career high of 23 points in this game, making 8 out of her 10 shots. This win allows Campbell to move on to the semifinals at Appalachian State Saturday, March 30th.
Campbell men's tennis notches their third straight win over UC Riverside 4-3. The Camels won all of their doubles matchups in the first 3 singles win to take the match. Dustin Werner won the first singles win with a 6-2, 6-3 win over Kyle McCann, before teammate Bastion Wan also took his matchup 6-3 and 6-0. Raphael Cowsey clinched the match for Campbell with a 6-1, 1-6, and 6-4 victory to beat Gilbert Chung.
Flu season continues to appear deadly, and we should remain cautious. The North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services revealed that 148 individuals have lost their lives due to the flu this season in North Carolina. A physician at Duke Hospital urges the importance of getting vaccinated to protect you from the flu. The Center of Disease and Control Center strongly suggests that anyone 6 months old or up should receive a flu vaccination.
A New York socialite takes living beyond her means to new extremes. Anna Sorkin pretended to be a German heiress to get a taste of the luxurious lifestyle in New York. The story she uses is that she has $60 million being held overseas. Sorkin left her friend with a bill of $62,000 after a trip to Morocco and used fake bank statements trying to get a $22 million loan. She stole $275,000 in 10 months before ending up in jail. She is now being charged with grand larceny. Despite the outcome of her case, she will most likely be deported to Germany.
We'll be right back with more national news after this.
Have you ever been so tired that you could sleep all day? For most of us, catching up on sleep is a dream, but for 21-year-old Rhoda Rodriguez Diaz, it is a reality. Diaz has been diagnosed with Sleeping Beauty syndrome, a condition that is characterized by extreme fatigue. This rare sleeping disorder has had a huge impact on her everyday life. Diaz recalls a 3-week sleeping spell that caused her to miss her freshman year final exams. While she has had the ability to live a normal life for months at a time, when those sleeping spells hit, they hit hard. Last July, Diaz was dropped from her courses due to her absences and missed exams. She now feels as if she can predict when her episodes are coming on and is planning to re-enroll in school while better managing her symptoms.
A 40-year-old Maryland woman has rushed to the hospital after suffering a stroke. Rebecca Lee was attempting to capture a video of her hollow back handstand where her vision became blurred and her arms became weak. Doctors told Rebecca, her husband, that the stroke was caused by a tear in her right carotid artery, which sent a blood clot to her brain. After several weeks of recovery, Rebecca decided to continue her yoga practice, but is now more cautious when attempting challenging poses.
The Supreme Court rules that you can hunt on a hovercraft. On Tuesday, the justices handed down a unanimous ruling in favor of Alaska native and avid hunter John Sturgeon. In 2007, park rangers stopped Sturgeon from riding his hovercraft into his favorite hunting spots. After years of cases and appeals, the court finally ruled in Sturgeon's favor. The justices told him he can take his hoverboard out of storage and wish him happy hunting. That's all the time we have tonight. Thank you for joining us. I'm Madison Gentry.
And I'm Wally Ashari. Don't forget to join us again next week. Have a good night.